Put the needle on the record.
Brunson stops on a dime, launches. Oh yeah! Jalen Brunson buries it.
They give it to B. All right, here it is. Bernard looking for 50, and he's got it. Back-to-back 50-point games for Bernard King.
Now has Starks for Ewing. Ewing with the spin. Ewing, yes!
1 8 seconds remaining. The Knicks lead by 1. I can't believe it, but we're here after the Knicks 130-93 win over the Cleveland Cavaliers. The New York Knicks with another sweep heading into the NBA Finals. As a Knicks fan since 1983, I mean it's just surreal. I mean, the Knicks haven't been to the finals since 1999. And that trip was not a trip we like to discuss. That is not a trip down memory lane that we would truly like to discuss. But the Knicks, what do you say? I mean, literally, what do you say? This is a team that's been on a roll. This is a team that's been on fire. This is literally a team that's won 11 in a row by a total of 262 points. I'm going to say it again. This team is on such a roll. They've won 11 in a row with 262 points. They're going to have another long delay, another long layoff, as we hope the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder continue to beat on each other. I should phrase. No, I'm sorry. That's
what she said.
And hopefully the Knicks will get that long rest. They will fine tune their game. Mike Brown will come up with a game plan that will beat any team. Because right now to me, the Knicks already have that game plan. They're playing basketball together. They're playing dominant basketball together. Listen, after that first quarter, when the Knicks were up 38-26, I was like, this shit is over. I literally was cracking open a beer and the champagne and everything else after that first quarter ended, because I was like, they have already taken the heart out of this team. And I'm not talking about taking the Josh Hart, but they've literally taken the heart out of the Cleveland Cavaliers. I've already seen it now by certain pundits and people who hate the Knicks. Listen, guys, there's no easy path. Excuse me, I can't talk today. I lost my voice because of last night. There's no easy path to the NBA playoffs or through the NBA finals. There's no easy way. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home. It's Thunderdome. I have the sound effect for that, but I just don't even want to do sound effects today. Jalen Brunson is basically rewriting. I don't want to say NBA history, but he's rewriting Knick history right now. He is a guy that when we came over, when we got him as a free agent from Dallas, 6'2", all 6'2" of them. He really was getting paid off that big playoff series against Donovan Mitchell, which was funny because neither of them can play defense. But I have to admit, Jalen Brunson's defense has improved this year under Mike Brown, which is shocking to me. But he's done he's done something that Carmelo Anthony couldn't do. He's doing something that the likes of Patrick Ewing did, but couldn't get the Knicks over that final hump. He's becoming the king of New York. Jalen Brunson's becoming the icon, the mecca, the thought process. Anytime you think of New York now in New York sports, all you were thinking about is Jalen Brunson. You got to give a lot of credit, to Knick ownership, to Leon Rose. I mean, people were just a couple weeks ago complaining about giving up the 5 first-round picks for Bridges. That doesn't look so bad now, does it? There were people that were upset that we traded a protected first-rounder and Cam Reddish for Josh Hart. There were people that were upset that we gave OG Anunoby a $200 million contract. I was one of those people. There are people that didn't like the Karl Anthony Towns trade and was preferring to have Julius Randle. There were people that were upset with moving DiVincenzo, Dante DiVincenzo. But at the end of the day, there were people that were still upset that we fired Tom Thibodeau. But you got over the hump. You moved to the next level. It's Bruce, Leroy, and the flow. You have reached the upper level. Your mind, body, and soul have become one, and you were sitting at the precipice of an NBA championship that we have not seen since the 70s, since 1973. You know, they always say, damn, it feels good to be a gangster, but damn, it feels good to be a fucking Knicks fan right now. Enjoy the moment, Knicks fans. You have your time. You can now revel in this for about a week. It's amazing that the Knicks are going to have another long delay. It's incredible to me. You got the San Antonio Spurs and the OKC Thunder tied at 2-2. This is going 2 more games no matter what. You are looking at, you could only potentially close this game out on Saturday if needed, because you're gonna play tonight, then you're gonna play on Thursday. So if needed, you may go all the way to Saturday. And then I don't think I don't even know when I am just so I don't even know what to say right now. I really don't. Like I said, I've been a suffering Knicks fan since 1983. I was lucky enough to see the likes of Bernard King, for a very short period of time. I mean, I went to Knicks games before 83, but I was never really a Knicks fan. It was funny. I was a New Jersey Net fan because of the fact that Bernard King was my favorite player. And then when he left to go to the Jazz, and then he left to go to the Warriors, and then he came on to the Knicks on that 82-83 season, that's why I really became so technically I've been a Knicks fan since 82. So if you want to get technical about it, I've been a Knicks fan since 82. Because my favorite player went from the New Jersey Nets. Because I was a kid. I was a very young child. So then I was a Jazz fan. Then I was a Warriors fan. So when King went to the Knicks, then I was a Knicks fan. But it's been the suffering. It's been the playoff collapses. It's been Charles Smith missing twice underneath the fucking basket. We need to exercise the demons of Knicks past. And we got to give a big shout out to Mike Brown. A lot of people thought Mike Brown wasn't the right coach. A lot of people didn't understand the free-flowing offense of Mike Brown. And honestly, it took time for the system to take hold, because there was a period of time and there was a portion of the season where there were, again, Knicks fans that were calling for Mike Brown to get fired and bringing back Tom Thibodeau. But he righted the ship. The players found the continuity. They got away, not tremendously, but they got away from those early threes. I remember early season games at the Garden, and every shot was the Orlando Magic game early in the season. Every fucking shot was a 3-pointer. Every time they went to that first quarter into the second, every fucking shot they took was a 3. To my wife, who did not start really following basketball to this year, said to me, "Are they allowed to shoot closer?" They got away from that about 25 games left in the season. 20 games left in the season, we'll say. And they started playing defense again. And they finally started figuring out that a free-flowing offense works extremely well when you add a defensive philosophy and a defensive element to it, because then your offense plays off of that defense, and that creates the turnovers. It creates the ability to cut to the basket. It gives you the opportunity to get Brunson involved. It just creates spacing. And then once they figured out also, listen, with Karl Anthony Towns, Karl Anthony Towns statistically did not have his best season. He still made the, of course, he still was an all-star, but statistically he has not had his best season, in the NBA. He still played his 75 games. He is a guy that still averaged 11.8 rebounds. He's a double-double machine, but he only had 20 points. Did shoot 50% from the floor, but it was his ability to pass the ball. They all of a sudden, Mike Brown figured out, hey, listen, let's have a point center at times. We're not going to have him bring the ball up, but if he could play at the top of the key and help facilitate and help pass, and that's what really also helped turn around this playoff run as well, especially after that game in Atlanta. It was almost like, listen, Jalen Brunson is the focal point, but let's run the ability to facilitate the offense through your center. And the rest just kind of clicked. I mean, I still don't understand how Karl Anthony Towns had a triple-double when he shot 1 for 4 from the floor that series. It's I don't know. I like I said, I just wanted to jump on the mic and do this because this is just incredible to me. This is just amazing to me. This is just a big shout out to this team, to this organization for what they've done. And I've said this before, and I've said this a million times in multiple episodes. This team was built to win in the playoffs. This team was built to beat Boston. And they did that. Well, not this series, but couple years back, but they beat Boston. They figured out that, listen, sometimes you got to stick with what works, but if it's not working, you got to go to something else. And Mike Brown right now has been the maestro of that. And we have to give, like I said, we got to give all the credit in the world to the players, to the coaching staff, to ownership, because they've built something here. They've built something here, and especially with the number of draft picks. Yes, they're lower level draft picks, but if you scout right and do your thing, you can help restock the end of this roster. But you have including this year, won't include this year. You have a 2 to 3 year window where you can be extremely competitive and potentially continue to make the NBA Finals. Oh, there's just so much going on. We're going to have a lot more pods and a lot more videos, so make sure you stay tuned. This is New York Giants. I'm getting confused because I got to do a Giant podcast today. But this is Tim. This is New York Knicks Unleashed, and I'm out of here.